Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Howdy, howdy.
I can hear you both, I think.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. And George is in the Metaverse studio. He's not messed around with that virtual background. That's beautiful.
I'm live from the Footium studio, ready to rock and roll.
Was that why you took so long to jump into setup? Because
Exactly.
He's creating this masterful virtual background.
I was
Incredible.
drawing my computer for this, but I found it.
10 out of 10. That is amazing.
All right, welcome everyone to another episode of Players Gonna Play. We got Footium here.
Woo!
As you guessed, it is a football, aka soccer game. Hey,
Soccerum. We should have just grabbed that as a copyright as well. Footium and Soccerium.
Soccerium.
I'm not sure it would have worked, to be fair.
Soccum. So we got a couple of team members from the squad. Why don't we see who's here? Roland, tell me what's
Hey guys,
good.
Sorry, I'll introduce myself? I'm guessing that was what
Please.
you were about to say. I apologize, I cut straight through. Hi, I'm Roland. I am the marketing lead at Footium. I have a background in Web3. Been in the space for about 4 or 5 years now. So yeah, Footium's like a fantastic, amazing game. Really looking forward to showing you guys more about it. And yeah, pass over to George.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm George. I'm the co-founder of Footium. I work a lot on the product people and try and help Roland out with marketing, but I think I cause a bit more of a hindrance than a help. And yeah, we've been building Footium for over 3 years now, or even longer actually, as it initially started as a hackathon and an accelerator project, eventually turned into a company. And very recently, about 2 weeks ago, we launched the first full season of Footium, which is, as Roland said, a football management game where you play once a day against another real person who controls their club. You're competing for promotion up the divisions, as well as real money prizes. So yeah, hopefully we can give you a little intro on how to get started today with Eli being a complete beginner. So we'll show that it's not too difficult to get started.
Super noob.
Get a game in.
All right, so I love when projects kind of spawn from a hackathon. It's always really cool. I didn't realize that was the case for you guys.
Yeah, it's a good way to turn into a company. I think you learn a lot from hackathons and iterating fast, which is good.
So should we get started and buy a club? Buy me my own club.
Absolutely.
That's
So yeah, if you click the buy a club button there in the header on the footium.club website, it should. I don't know if we're going to be able to see this on the screen. It might need a little switch around.
Oh yes. Here we are.
Here we are. So this is the Footium Club collections. There's currently 3,060 Footium clubs that exist in the world. These were all sold back in November 2021 in our initial club sale, and are all owned by people who've been playing the game across many play tests over the last 2 years, and now in the live world as season 1 started a couple of weeks ago. So you can see there's a bunch of different clubs here, a bunch of different badges, different names, some quite funny as well. Here we go. It's a big purchase coming in. It's the entire Arbitrum Foundation fund on one Footium club. And so to play the game at the moment, you need a Footium club. So you can purchase these on OpenSea via the collection. And yeah, if you search, we've carefully set one up just for the purposes of this stream. So if you search for Grand Park or just Grand, then it should be on a private listing just for you. Yeah. So the one with the very nice badge. This is one of our Division 3 clubs from the Treasury that is one of the bespoke badges, which you can also upgrade your own club badge to that badge. But this is one of the important things about Footium is that we aren't using real world IP. We aren't allowing users to define their own IP. We're kind of giving people this kind of initial seed of a football club that then they can take and build a brand on top of. And we've seen some people in the community doing amazing things, getting merch created, setting up websites. I think there's over 500 clubs that have Twitter accounts now for their Footium clubs. And so, yeah, it's really exciting seeing people kind of take the initiative and building out the brand around these clubs. So we'll hopefully see a Grand Park Twitter account one day as well. Cool.
It might be me. It might be my Twitter account.
Oh, yeah. So now if you want to head back to Footium, we can see a bit more about the club. And you should also have some players already, which we sent you earlier, that you can now register to the club. Because when you buy a club, you also need to buy a squad of players. They don't come together. You might just need to give it your page a quick refresh.
And this is like one of the really cool parts of the game, right? So scouting out your squad, getting the right players, building your kind of legacy through the players that you purchase off the transfer market, and you're kind of negotiating up against other players as well. So it's a really kind of key part of the kind of social mechanics.
Nice. So there we go. You've got the club. So there's a few things we can look at here on this club page. So you've obviously got the badge. You've got a bit of club lore at the top there. What's this saying? Oh, this is an interesting one. You might be at risk here if you lose today's game. The fans often call for the manager to leave when the team is not doing well. Uh-oh.
Jesus, one game.
Heavy.
The pressure is on. So yeah, you can add like the club Twitter there as well. You'll be able to register your players to the squad as well. We can do that now if you want. Actually, if you click register new players right there. So this is just a bunch of players that I sent over earlier. So if you just click all of these and then click add player.
What are these ass ratings?
Yeah, well, actually, they're pretty good in Footium.
They're good ratings. I can't believe you've just said that.
That's hilarious. This is 60. Yeah, in Footium, we kind of we want this whole like range of the ratings used. Like in FIFA, obviously, the lowest rated players you ever get like 40 or 50. Which doesn't really make sense. So like in the lowest division at the moment, Division 3, there's players that are like 20, 30, 40 rated. And this is in Division 3, so the players are sort of 40, 50, maybe into the 60s as well. So if you select all of those players and add them to your team, then we can...
I just add all of them?
Yeah, add them all.
Oh, I was trying to be strategic.
Yeah, you can see each of them have like different preferred positions. They have this kind of rating on the right-hand side, which you can see a bit better on the players page if we go there after you've registered those to your...
Oh, hey, that's an on-chain activity.
So some actions are just signatures. They're not on-chain, but actions like buying players, minting academy players, those are on-chain, and obviously the price pool. So
some people are in rough condition already.
Yes, so because the season's underway, some of your players will have already been playing in the season, so they might be a bit shattered because there hasn't been a manager rotating them. So we'll definitely have to be a bit selective with the condition of the players. But yeah, you can see here, you've got the player name, the nationality, the badge. You can train players as well. So this is how you improve their ratings through playing them in games, which unlocks potential. And then you as the manager can decide which positions you want to improve each player in. So you can stick this guy up top or in the wing. You probably want to play him. So I'd maybe stick one of the lower condition guys in, maybe Mohamed Zain. He's just there. You can stick someone in training if you want. Get them ready for the next games.
Where do you do your subs?
So yeah, if you head to, well, actually, what we should do first is go and buy another player from the transfer market just to show how you can kind of recruit players to the squad. So if you click on the left-hand side, there's that like sort of price tag with transfers that should direct you to the players market on OpenSea.
Right.
Perfect. So here we can see the world of Footium players. So there's obviously a big range of players, as I mentioned. So if you search for, well, you can have a look around these as well, but there's also one that we've listed for you in advance just to make it a bit smoother. So yeah, Guillermo Oliver, solid centre mid. He is retiring next season. Players retire at 30 years old, but he should be able to do a good job for you in today's game.
32 retiring? What a chump.
It's quite early, but it sort of made sense for the game economy. Like players come in at 16 years old, they retire at 32. You get sort of 15 seasons of use out of the players before they retire and leave the game.
Well, how fast is the season?
So a season is, you have one game a day and you're in a league of 12. So you have 22 games in a season. So that runs across just over 3 weeks. And then we usually have a week or two period between seasons for like the postseason, then the prize awarding, your new academy cohorts arriving as well, because your club receives some academy prospects every season, which you can choose to mint. So if you go to your academy once you get back onto Footium, you'll be able to see those academy players in your club. Yeah, perfect. Get him registered and ready to play.
It's really good seeing Eli he's like super quick with the movement on this. And it's like a testament to how good the UI is that you're already just like jumping through, checking stats. You notice that the stamina was low. So it's like one of the really key things that we've kind of aimed to do with Footium, right? Is, often FM games are quite hard to get into. It take a little while to kind of get your head around it. But you should be able to jump into, especially if you're kind of Web3 native, you're already playing on Arbitrum. It should be really easy to jump into, and something is almost one of the best bits about the whole experience is that kind of first jump in, building your squad out, and kind of going through and setting your first tactics.
Is this my next battle?
So yeah, this is going to be your opponent. So maybe we can click into that club and see what they're. So this is your tactics page. So this is where you're able to select your lineup for the next game, put the players in. But maybe first we should check out the opposition. So if you click the name Eride at the top there, and then go on their fixtures. Says the fans are well behaved and sometimes get out. Okay, so they had a big win last game. If we click on the match report, we can maybe take a look at their formation and their tactics.
Okay, but look at this. Look at that. Look at this losing streak they were on.
Okay, they're in 7th, so
they're so volatile. 7 goals. Jesus.
Yeah, when you play against like inactive teams, you can put a lot of goals past them. Okay, so they've got a decent squad, 50, 60 rated players, not the best condition. So I think there's definitely something we can do in the upcoming game. If you scroll down a bit, you'll be able to see the stats from that game as well on the bottom right. There we go. So they had 17 shots. Wow, absolutely peppered them. Fair play. So it looks like it's going to be a tough game. So we definitely need to focus in on the tactics and make sure we get a good squad lined up. But yeah, you can see there, that's all the kind of commentary throughout the game, and we'll have a live game in about 17 minutes or 16 minutes, as you can see the countdown on the top bar there. And that, as I said, that's one game a day. So you can do your tactics before the game at any point. And then if you want to manage the game live, you can do, and we'll show you that today. if you just want to set your team up before and let the game run itself, that's also fine as well. So yeah, let's have a think about the tactics. Have you got a particular favorite formation, Eli?
Honestly, I like what we got right now.
4-2-2-2 wingbacks. It's a
Yeah,
right
good countering. Good countering.
Yeah, get those wingbacks up and down the channels. So you've got a few options in your tactics page. You can click on each position and it will give you a kind of list of players that can play in that position. You can also drag players in from that lineup on the left-hand side as well. And obviously you want to sort of balance between the rating of the players as well as the condition, because obviously if they're completely shattered on condition, they're not going to play as well as someone that's, even if they're a bit lower rated, but 100 condition, then you probably want to take that player with.
So does this 32% mean he's not in good shape right now?
Pardon?
Does this 32% mean Solomon's not in good shape right now?
Yeah, he's going to really be struggling up top if he's asked to run around. So what you could do is, if on the left-hand side, if you filter for condition, we can maybe see sort of which players have quite healthy condition and maybe are good to put in the lineup.
How do I increase their condition?
So condition kind of increases over time, just naturally. So it increases a certain amount per day, same for every player. And the amount your players lose depends on the position they're playing, their stamina rating. So if they have higher stamina rating, they lose less condition per game. And it also depends on the mentality your team is playing. So if you're playing attacking, then your guys are going to get shattered up top. If you're playing defensive or ultra defensive, your defenders and goalkeeper are going to get more tired. If you're playing balanced, it's pretty balanced across the board. But obviously, positions like wingers lose more condition per game than a centre back or a goalkeeper, because they do a lot more running.
It's a bit like you mentioned, Eli, before the stream that you've been playing FC25.
Yeah,
it's basically like the stamina rating in FC25. If you're playing career mode, so it follows a kind of similar sense, but we go for condition when we're talking about our players.
We're going for the 4-2-2. 4-2-2-2. So I don't think I've ever played this formation. It's definitely an interesting shape. You've just got these super wide channels for the fullbacks the wingbacks to run up and down. Have we got wingbacks? Okay. And then the position on the left, kind of around their position, the colour, sorry, is showing how kind of well fitted they are to that position. So obviously dark green is the best. Then you've got this sort of light green, like you have the centre backs there. And then orange is the kind of third best. So that means this yellow, sorry. They're sort of okay in that position, but not ideal. And then you have orange and red as well, which is obviously much worse. But yeah, if you click the auto pick button now at the top left, that should fill up your bench for you and choose a captain for the game ahead. And then maybe we want to put some of the higher condition players on the bench in case we want to make some changes. Yeah, that's good. Give Solomon a rest. I think he's earned it. Perfect.
Where is the goalkeeper? Oops.
Can I suggest we swap Smith? Oh, sorry, mate.
These guys are in rough shape.
And if you go to once you finish with that, if you go to the top and submit the tactical lineup, then that'll get that saved for the game in a few minutes, and we can maybe see if there's any other ways we can improve the squad in the meantime.
I think Roland was going to give some alpha.
Oh, I was just going to say Chuck Smith on for Perez, because he's got some he's in better condition.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
Just backseat managing.
You should be able to drag him as well. You could just drag Perez on top of Smith or the other way around.
Okay, that makes it a lot easier.
Perfect. Yeah, and then you just need to
because he wasn't showing up on the list.
Yeah, often when you've got like a long team of players, you need to scroll down, and then also you might have seen there we've kind of got sorting systems as well. So we've got a lot of people who've got clubs with 50, 60 players, so you can kind of sort to remove substitutes or sort to remove your first 11 as well, to ensure that you're kind of hitting the right people that you want to make swaps out for.
Oh, so if you put him in training, you won't be able to play in the match because the training takes from 2 to like 12 hours, depending on how well developed the player is.
You guys rugged me.
Pardon?
You rugged me.
did you put him in?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
but
few. It might be a good idea to put some of your low stamina guys into training.
Oh, here we go. Or we mint a academy player. So, okay, if you go back to tactics, let's have a look what positions we are weak on. So that's a rare player, the blue one. That means they can get to over 85 potential in total in their career, which is almost the highest you can get. So they cost a bit more, but they're kind of players that can become the best in the game and play at the very top levels. So yeah, if you scroll down a bit, we had a left wing back in the academy, so maybe it makes sense to sign them because they'll be on full condition and able to play in the game right away.
So you're saying I should sign some academy players?
So yeah, maybe that left wing back because the current one is he's going to be a bit tired for the game. Looks like the best one that would help. Any other ideas, Roland?
Our wing backs looked pretty out of stamina. I think that was about it, right? Wasn't it? I mean, you got him in the rare, surely. surely.
I don't know if we've sent him enough ETH to do that.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, maybe not.
Perfect.
RFLF as well.
Yeah, is there another player to register, or is it just I think the notification shows until you refresh? Nice. So if we go now to the left wing back position, click on it. There we go. Big
Boom.
Man. Cool.
We also need to swap out Smith and Perez, and then we forgot to press confirm last time.
Save it, yeah.
If you click the show subs thing, so on that drop down, you go to Perez, go down to Perez, all the way down. There you go. Click on him. There you go. Show subs. Boom. Right. So Smith should show up there. There you go. 10 out of 10. And then if you scroll back up and hit submit, make sure that it's recorded on chain.
Here we go. We're nearly there.
Okay.
So maybe you want to go and look at the. Can you remember what formation Irad played in their last games? I have no clue. So yeah, we can look at further optimizing the squad, seeing if there's any better formations until the game starts in about 7 minutes, or maybe put some players in training if they're not participating in the game. Could be a good move. We head over to the.
Let me pull.
Have you submitted the lineup? Have you submitted the lineup?
Yeah,
you have. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
but I can always resubmit it, right?
Yeah.
Update
it until like 30 seconds before the game, really. Then it starts to get a bit risky as to whether it'll get through in time. And you don't want that. So yeah, if you go to the training tab on the left near the bottom on the sidebar, we can maybe put one of the players that isn't going to be in the game today into training, so they're a bit better for the next games, or have a play around the formation, see if we can find one which fits in some of the fitter players. Trying to think what would suit. You've got 2 wingers on the bench, so we could maybe try a 4-3-3, but I don't know if we've got the fullbacks for that.
I want to try a 4-2-3-1 because I'm going to do an attacking style. So
we're going for goals. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. Right. So if you clear selection on the top left, you can kind of go from the beginning, but maybe that'll be a bit too much work.
We're getting close to time here.
How long have we got? 6 minutes.
This looks good. So is there anything I need to know for when the game is live? Like what will I be doing?
Yeah, so when the game's live, you'll see a visualizer. So if you go on the fixtures tab on the left, you'll be able to see go to like a previous game and see the match report, and you'll have basically this commentary stream down the middle, which allows you to see kind of a bit more detail of the events that are happening during the game, as well as this visualizer at the top, which will show you the pitch and it will show you the ball moving around the pitch, certain animations for different events, like if you get a free kick or a yellow card or a penalty, or a goal or a shot or a save, all of those things, they kind of pop up as animations, adds a bit of suspense, and then maybe you'll score a goal, hopefully not concede too many.
We're scoring at least one goal, I promise.
We better do an ultra attacking. Right, maybe we want to spruce up this tactics a bit though, just in case, because these guys in red are scaring me. Just does not look does not look promising. So if you pop Aita, the left winger, on the bench in place of Oliver, maybe he should be green there. Yeah, so I'd use maybe Aita from the bench. Perfect. And then
You could probably swap Davis out as well.
yeah, maybe drop Oliver in for Ku in central mid.
Nice. And then James for Lopez. Oh my God, Eli's away. He's on a roll here, so we don't need to. We can just leave him to it.
Tinkering.
Real tinkering. James for Lopez. Come on, there we go.
Huge.
Big play.
Just play around Rojas. We don't need him.
Nice. Lopez in. This is looking solid. So we're missing wing backs. Well, we're missing left back and right back.
Fullbacks here.
Fullbacks, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like we're struggling for fullbacks. We've got Perez on the bench. He's a bit tired, but maybe he could do a job.
Did we have any left back, right back in the academy, or are we out of minting funds now?
It's like all left forwards, which is a bit. But did get a rare, which is
got to be Perez.
Which is huge. Which is huge. We didn't really talk about that, but that was huge.
Yeah, that is very lucky. Maybe some jealous people in the community right now.
I think this looks good enough.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get that submitted then, so it's ready for the game, and we can maybe go and have a quick look at the prize pools that we're competing for this season. So if you go on the left-hand side to the Leagues tab, and you can see this is your current league. You compete in Division 3, which has 4 leagues. So you can see on the league table there that Ringsey United are running away with it at the top there. You've got Whitney Town trying to catch them up as well. You have to scroll down a bit to see Grand Park, unfortunately. Oh gosh, we're in the relegation zone, so big win is needed today to get us out of there.
How does this work? Like, I just bought this team. Have they been playing? Like, how do they have a?
Yeah, so because this team was like in our treasury and we sort of use it for giveaways and influencer work and things like this, like streams, it's just been sort of inactively managed. So we basically just give it a kind of rubbish lineup. So it hasn't been doing very well this season so far. Maybe a bit better than some of the zombie teams, but if you go and look at the kind of Ringsey United's fixtures and their match report, you should see they'll hopefully be a good demonstration of what a solid squad looks like. You can see there they've got a few rare players, so they're definitely looking for promotion this season into Division 2. That's a lot of silvers. So, yeah, so a young star they've got there. Oh, you can't train him, I'm afraid. He's just absolutely run him down before the game. But yeah, if you go to the Leagues tab and then go on to the prize pool at the top on that tab there. So you can see here, this is the prize pool for your league. So currently, it's like almost 1.5 ETH in prizes available just for your league. So that's been given out between the top 5. You can see the exact amounts there. And this will actually continue increasing as season 1 progresses if there's any more.
So you're telling me this one person is going to make almost 1 ETH?
Yes, if they can stay at the top. And this is just Division 3. If you head to Division 1, that's where the big money is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if you click Explore Leagues at the top, just below where it says Division 3 League 4. It's interesting background. Yeah, and click the prize pool for that. So you can see Bromber Town at the top there. If they can stay there, they're due to win just over 2 ETH if they can maintain that spot. And the cool thing
is just one person?
Yeah, this is just one person that owns and runs that team. And the cool thing about the prize pools is we don't like top it up at all. It's completely user generated. So what we do is any spending like on the academy mint that you just did to bring that player into your team, on player transfers and trades, there's a 5% fee that goes into the prize pool. And then we as a kind of game studio take a 10% cut, and then 90% is given back to users through these prize pools. So all of this, like this 5 ETH prize, has been accumulated from spending by these users in season 1 and the previous seasons, and we'll be given out in this season. So we just did actually a prize pool update today, and we're just over $150,000 to be given out in season 1 alone, and there's also kind of some that's put aside for future seasons as well. So it's and
it's huge, right, Eli? Because like a lot of Web3 projects, they have these prize pools that they do real money stuff, but it's not sustainable. It comes from their marketing budget, right? So they chuck hundreds of thousands in, and then they disappear in 6 months' time. We deliberately built, and we've got a fantastic team of devs who built this really, really intricate system, which develops out prize pools based on player spending, right? So it's the players that create these prize pools. It's them that win it. And it's there for them to create. So it's all in with the intention of being sustainable and focusing on a kind of long-term effect. And we feel like with season 1 hitting the highs that it's done so far, it's really good signs for the future.
There's a lot of leagues in Division 8. Jesus.
Yeah, it kind of works like the English National League, where each league has 2 leagues below it. So you can see there's 2 promotion spots in each league, but 4 relegation spots, which means it's definitely a challenge to avoid relegation, and getting up is difficult. But obviously, as you've seen, there's big benefits from getting promoted and getting into the higher leagues, having that greater competition and also the greater prize pools. So yeah, if you click that live now banner on the top, it should take you to the game, which has just kicked off. We're about a minute late, but so this is where you'll see the kind of gameplay happening once a day. The matches last for 30 minutes. It's taking a while to load. If you click fixtures again and then go, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I already scored.
Whoa!
Just like that, boys. We're on the
Let's go.
Amazing.
5 minutes in. Who did it? Who was it?
It was Aita. If you go on if you click on the lineup on the right, if you click onto your logo, your badge, we'll be able to see who got the assist as well. Another shot. Oh no!
Oh no!
Instantly conceded.
Oh, he's back in it. He's back in it.
It on ultra defensive.
If you hit your badge in top right, it'll show your lineup. So I appreciate you were looking for that.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
So you can see Aita with the goal there. Okay, we've got some pretty good conditions, but this isn't too bad.
I get the ball back. Oh no! Get out!
Oh no, not again. The chaos we get when you're on ultra attacking is just it's just goals at both ends. The entire game, I love it.
Come on.
Game in the book, ref. Horrible challenge.
Yeah, here's that.
We got a free kick.
Yeah, don't mess with my players. That's a dirty tackle there. You're red.
Yeah, I think one of the most requested features is like a hard tackling option, just because people love an injury and a free kick. Luckily, there's no injuries in Footium just yet, so you don't have to be looking out for that. But hard tackling is a very well requested feature for sure.
And you can get player suspensions. So if they rack up enough yellow cards, or they get a red card in a game, then you may lose them. So discipline's one to look out for.
Shit.
Yeah. See where this free kick goes. Straight to the keeper again. Need to get in there. Oh gosh, they've gone direct there.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
That's a joke.
I think that's straight from the keeper to the forward there.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. Maybe ultra attacking is a bit too chaotic. If you scroll down a bit, Eli, you'll be able to see the stats in the game so far.
Wait, I got an attack here. I got a shot.
Let's see what we can get out of this.
Unlucky.
Come on, get in. Yes, to right, to James. James Smith is throwing it down. It's a foul.
Referee. This Irad side is really, really dirty.
Was that 3 yellow cards now?
Even more bookings, yes. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, we had 3 free kicks. It's outrageous.
They've had more of the possession, though, as well. So 60% possession, 4 shots on goal.
So
do you think it's that ultra attacking, right?
Yeah, it's just chaos. So one of the things you can do is if you click on the Manage tab at the top, so now you're able to make like in-game changes to the squad. So if we want to change formation, or you want to do some subs, or you want to change from like ultra attacking to attacking, or balance, or defensive, or ultra defensive, you're able to do that in this tab. You can like play around with it, click submit, and it'll happen. The only thing you've got to be aware of, obviously, is that the game is ongoing whilst you're doing tactical changes. So it's definitely something you want to keep an eye on. What could we do to shore it up at the back? So, is there anyone we can put on for him? It's a difficult one. Maybe if you just go back, if you put him in right mid, Hazem. Yeah, I think we struggle to find another striker. Going to attack it. Going for the 3-4-3. It's chaos.
What is happening? He likes just throwing these players around like a Rubik's Cube. It's incredible.
Oh gosh, he's going for it.
He's done it.
Managerial chaos right here. I love it.
This could be it. We could be seeing the birth of a Di Mourinho.
Here we go.
Handball. Oh, here we go. Surely.
This is it.
Get right.
Simple. Shot.
Roots.
Goal.
Oh,
Footium.
Save.
So close.
Hard
so
it out.
close.
Can we get it back in the box? No. Intercepted.
Come on now.
This is a tight game.
Stay
Keep forgetting my clubs are playing at the same time, so I need to
Oh yeah, how's Sport Rangers doing?
Let's have a look. Oh gosh, we're 1 down already.
Oh, you're down by 3. Oh,
it's not good. It's not looking good.
It's painful.
Okay.
Blimey.
The ultra attacking is not paying off.
Yeah, we'll have to think about this one at half time. Get the
Yeah,
boys
let's-
round.
Let's just wait till halftime.
Let's see how this goes to half time. We can reassess. We'll have a few minutes to make some changes. Okay, the tactics are on. We've changed formation, so let's see if
Here we go.
Straight
Yes,
away.
it's Oliver.
The new signing can't quite get off the mark. Probably need some like crowd noise in the background, just streaming through. Some chant.
100%. That's a great shout, actually.
What was that pass? Across the field. No way.
Oh gosh, he's been playing around with it at the back. That's dangerous. Yeah, that's a goal.
I mean,
You're not missing
see
from
what's
there, are you?
happening. Can't really stop him.
This is we're not experiencing much beginner's luck here.
No. Yeah.
Okay. From a corner.
Down by 4. I just missed. Down by 3. I just missed that goal.
Boom.
Oh,
He's missed it completely. You definitely need to get some shooting practice in for the forwards after this.
I say we're struggling with chances in front of goal. Is this the way you kind of expected it to go, Eli, or were you thinking you were going to trounce him?
Oh no, I thought I was going to get wrecked.
I feel like me and George should do a kind of post-match managerial interview.
Yeah, I'll do the interview after. I'll do a press conference. You'll have my final thoughts then.
Nice. Okay. Good stuff.
See if the fans let you stay as manager after the game as well, because they're notoriously fickle.
How does that work? Do I lose the team that I bought?
No, we don't have that mechanic yet. I think that would be a bit infuriating if it did, but yeah, maybe in future is something we'll have around like fan morale or something like that, where you have to kind of try and keep the fans happy, or you lose some support or things like that. We don't have that in the game yet, but as I mentioned, like season 1 has just gone live a couple of weeks ago, and we'll have seasons happening pretty much every month moving forward. So each season we'll kind of be adding new features, making changes, making improvements, and continuing to develop the game as the game sort of exists and progresses from season to season. So if you were to come back to Grand Park in like 12 seasons, you might have a whole new roster of players that you've kind of brought in for the academy or bought off of other clubs as your older players have retired and kind of left the game. So there's this circular nature of the economy of players that we have, which is kind of similar to real world football, just a bit sped up, because waiting a whole year for a player to age would be long.
And with that kind of thing of like us getting new features in each season, it's really important for people, look, if you're interested in jumping into Footium, jump into our Discords, get following us on Twitter. We put announcements out all the time, big and small. So it gives you an idea of where we're going and gives you a chance to get involved.
So if I'm trying to find a club that's in a higher division, can I filter by division? Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah. On OpenT, you can kind of filter by division, see what level you'd like to compete in. Obviously, Division 8 is the kind of entry level. There's no relegation from that division at the moment.
So it looks like right now, Division 1 to 2, there's only 2 for sale, and they're quite expensive.
Yeah, there's not too many people looking to sell in those divisions.
Will they come with players?
No. So if you buy a club directly on OpenSea, it's just the club, and then you can obviously go to the transfer market and buy a squad of players. Some people do sales of clubs and players, but the easiest way to buy is kind of buying a club direct, and then that club might have some academy prospects. You can check that before you buy through the game interface, which you could mint, and then obviously you can scout the market, purchase some players, which is quite fun actually. Like building a squad from scratch is always good fun. You can buy exactly the players you want to play your formation, etc., rather than having to sort of adapt to the players you have.
And burn a hole in your wallet.
Yeah, it depends what kind of level you go in. Because if you go,
I want to buy all the best players.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's definitely it's like real world football, really. Like there's people that come in with a big chunk of cash and they buy a higher club division and put lots of money into players and minting academy players, etc.
You were not scoring at the half.
And there's also people that come in at the very entry level, kind of don't spend much on players or just use the initial squad and try and win some prizes, put that back into the game and continuing to keep evolving the squad and building up the leagues.
Give their forward, give their left wing a yellow card. I'm tired of that guy.
I think it's one of those things as well that is great about Footium, and one of the things I've personally enjoyed most about played in staging and things is that you can really build a squad out from astute transfers, negotiating with other managers. There's a great social aspect to it, so you can jump in at kind of entry level in Div 8 and really think carefully about the players you're bringing in, who you're training up. You might trade a left back that you don't need for somebody else's right winger and those kind of things. And it helps you build out that squad you're looking for.
Well, do you find people in the Discord are often communicating and trying to make trades and stuff like that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. The Discord is super active. People are constantly looking to buy and sell players. And one of the amazing things about Footium as well is that the community is super helpful. So a lot of the time, me and George can focus on getting internal work done, and I'll jump back into the Discord, and a couple of people have been asking questions, and you get 4 or 5 people all jumping in, answering, helping them get set up, helping them kind of buy and sell players and things like that. So it's a very active community, and I think it in part is because the social aspect of negotiating is actually quite fun. It's a really great part of Footium.
Yeah, right. Let's try and turn this around. I reckon if we go back to a 4 at the back, just because we had the fullbacks on the pitch, we might have a bit more luck. I'm trying to think of, if you scroll down a bit, we can see the player list. See what maybe try a 4-3-3, just 4-3-3 flat and see what that looks like. If you swap James for Lopez on the right wing. Okay, and then right is a centre mid. So him for Smith, and then Smith into centre back for whoever's there. Aita. Smith for Aita, then De Oliveira for Q. Okay, here we go. Then we just need a left back. Maybe bring Rojas on off the bench. That should get his full green.
Yeah, this Q guy that we signed from Academy has been a big waste of time. He's probably let all the goals in.
He's a bit young. I think he definitely needs training up a bit before he's ready for the first team.
It's costing me my reputation.
Yeah, baptism of fire for poor old Q. So get him in the training ground. So yeah, you can see on the left hand side as well, like your league plays at the same time as you. So we can see there's some other games ongoing. Ringsey United, who are top of the league, are drawing with Spallet City, so that's a bit of an upset there. Whitney Town 2-0 up against Top Albion. So Top Albion's actually owned by one of the other Footium co-founders, James. So he needs to get his tactics sorted in that one. But yeah, it's quite fun as well. Like people are often in the Discord just like watching each other's games, particularly when it's a top of the table clash near the end of the season. So people chuck their links in and you'll have like 5 or 10 people watching the same game and reacting to it in Discord. So it sort of really feels like it's just a real football game and you're watching it along with some of your friends or some of your mates, and a lot of beef and banter in the Discord as well when people are playing each other, which is good to see. As long as it doesn't get too much, you know.
Somebody called out that they remember seeing you at an Encode.
It was a while ago, yeah. So that was the hackathon and accelerator that Footium came through was an Encode Club 1 over 3 years ago now. So good to.
What was the prize?
I don't think we actually won the top prize for the hackathon, but the prize was the spot in the accelerator, which then obviously allowed us to keep building Footium. And I was an advisor at the time as James and Jordan were building it out in their spare time alongside university and day jobs. And then as we kind of kept developing Footium throughout that year, eventually joined full time before we raised seed fundraising round. And yeah, from there, it's just been building out the game for the last couple of years and trying to get season 1 launched, which we now have. And now it's a matter of continuing to improve the game, adding more features, making sure there's more people coming into the ecosystem as well, and going from there. So yeah, you won't be able to submit a tactical change right now just because there's already one pending, which should happen once halftime begins. The tactical changes will trigger.
So where's the timer for halftime?
It'll be like in 1 minute, basically.
Okay.
Sometimes you need maybe try refreshing the page. Sometimes it does. Oh no, there we go.
You should get a little timer on there, like a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Let you know how long you've got to do your tactical changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or go and grab a drink. Here we go. Nearly a good start. What are the stats looking like? If you scroll down on the right. Okay. Damn, we are getting dominated. A lot more corners and free kicks, though. Yeah, we need to get some more shots off if we want to catch them up. So what would you say your first impressions have been of Footium, Eli?
He's gone. He's fuming.
I was muted. I was talking.
Oh, right.
I was saying,
4-1.
So mad at the 4-1.
I was saying I wish the match field could stay on the screen while I scroll down through the stats.
Yeah, it would be nice if it kind of just became a little overlay in the corner. It's definitely
if it was like fixed and then you could just scroll this without scrolling the whole screen.
Yeah, you if you click the lineup, the arrow on the lineup, it sort of shrinks it, but on the top right allows you to see.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Well, blimey.
Do you like it now, Eli? Do you like?
Now I love it.
That was all we ever needed to improve.
I can't believe it. Yeah, that's so funny. Arbitrum jump on for a promotional live stream and Eli's going for us.
It's all right. We love feedback at Footium. It's what we
I can't help it. I'm a big UX UI nerd, so anytime I see any quality of life, I'm quick to.
Very fair. No, very fair. And as George says, we're always looking for feedback. Every season, put a feedback form out.
Let's go, boys! Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Beautiful.
I got the celebrations before I saw it on screen.
We're back in.
Fantastic.
Yes, there's feedback on channels and things on Discord, and we're always keen to get the players involved. It's one of the really key things about Footium, right? It's been being built for the last 2 years.
Let's go.
It's being built. It's getting exciting now. It's been built with the community involved at every step. So we're always looking at kind of feedback, making sure that we're kind of getting in what people are asking for, and working with the community to make sure the game works.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
We're gonna do it. I reckon we go attacking. We need to get this back. It's a bit risky, but I think it's worth it because I want to see AI's reaction if we get an equaliser.
Yeah, he's fully involved.
We're good. I also made a couple changes to make more green players.
Nice.
Good stuff.
No.
Oh,
Fucking dare.
Oh, close.
Whew. All right, where's my change?
Oh, it's 2 for Aita. Unreal.
Here we go. Now we're in attacking. Let's
Nice.
go. Yes.
Oh,
guys, running out of time. Running out of time.
you got what? You got 30 minutes here. So games last 30 minutes in total.
So really, we have 10 minutes.
The game's slightly down. So yeah, it'll be about 10 minutes until the end of the.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
We've got this.
Shoot!
Oh, here we go. This is it.
Yes!
This is it.
Oh, son of
That would have been outrageous.
Come on. It's only a 2-goal deficit, I believe.
No.
Seen these come back. No.
No.
Not like
No, we're all fine.
Wow. Oh man.
It's getting tense.
Can't take it. Stressful.
It's one of the great things about Footium as well is you can make these live changes as the game plays out. It means that you're kind of really getting involved in the tactics as you go. It's not just about setting a team up and then waiting for the game to play. You've really got control as like a proper manager.
Come on. Yeah, there's a lot you can do in real time.
Have you left your tactics as ultra attacking by any chance?
No, I moved it up to attacking, but it's still pending.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on.
Do it.
We're putting the pressure on, but
Do
the Aira defense is really holding on.
Do it. Corner. Throw in, whatever. Yes.
Rory de lap on that one. Okay.
What? I don't believe it.
Pressure's getting to them.
No. Yes, no, yes, no. It changes so fast.
Our commentary is not too strong here.
Need to get him on the counter. Yes, no.
I'm just seeing the possession change over and over.
Is it ultra attacking time? More chaos. Who knows?
You said you were a Barca fan, right, Eli? Were you watching the game against Bayern?
No, but I'm going to be watching the Clasico this weekend.
Ah, nice. Good stuff.
I'm a bigger NBA fan, so I've been consumed with all the basketball.
Oh, okay. That's very fair.
Season started this week.
That's very fair.
Or yesterday or the day before.
Basketballium when, George?
Yeah, basketballium.
Ball up top. Ballium. That's a good name. Ballium works.
Ballium.
Are there like manager games for NBA?
Just like 2K.
Oh, okay. Because FM is such a big thing, like for football. Not just the kind of FIFAs, but doing the kind of managerial side of things. And I can't remember if I've seen basketball versions.
I haven't seen any like this, but it could be interesting. I've just seen fantasy leagues.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I suppose fantasy leagues are big.
People love the NBA IP.
It is like a bit of a bizarre game mode. Like a lot of people call Football Manager like spreadsheet simulator because you're just like optimizing numbers in this kind of game world, and not actually like playing the game like you would in FIFA or something like that. But I think it's for some reason
this is dangerous. This is
huge fan base because you feel
It's
in
like the
control, but
FPL
you're
as
not.
well, right? It's
Yeah.
so much like stat stuff, fantasy
Yeah.
games, but it's kind of strategy meets sports.
Yeah,
Makes it.
I think
really
I
fun.
like it because you're not completely in control. Like you can put the best team on the pitch, but how they perform is up to them. So when I lose, I can blame it on the team, not myself. Whereas in FIFA, if I lose, it's either me or EA scripting. So
we need the throw a bottle button in
yes,
in
exactly.
the match. It's ASAP.
Yes.
Oh, little dummy from Eride. They're taking the piss.
Come on,
now. This is not good.
James.
Oh,
Put it in,
easier.
Oliver. The new recruit.
As soon as they start dumbing it, that's when the hard tackling goes maximum. Yeah, get out on ultra attacking.
Yeah, go on.
Pass these guys. They're getting a bit too cocky now.
Another formation switch up.
This is management masterclass here.
Yeah.
Change
Masterclass or disaster class, depending on the final score.
Gareth Southgate disaster class. How can we make this work? It's not looking good, bruv.
No, I think you had it down with your last formation, surely.
Oh no!
Oh, we got scored on too.
Oh, Eli.
I'm not changing it. I'm not going to change it.
You were looking down at the spreadsheets, and they scored.
R.I.P. This is a tough one.
It's a tough one to take.
I
hope you're preparing your PR lines for the interview afterwards.
Relegated though. I think this formations would be better if I had more attacking.
I think just Hail Mary it, 3-4-3 attacking, and just submit. And it's not. It can't get much worse. That's a lot of forwards on the pitch. I love it.
It's looking good.
Well, maybe swap Aita of Oliver and go for that.
Oh God, what's happening?
Have we got subs left? I can't remember.
Yeah. There's this counter that says at the bottom on the bottom left, right? It tells you like, how many subs you've got there.
Go for it.
Get it submitted.
I reckon that's good. Ultra attacking.
We don't have time.
Let's do it. Yeah, I might be a bit late here, but let's see if we can get it on. Okay, 3 goals back to back. Here we go. Here's the first.
Oh,
the suspense is killing me.
Oh, what?
What's happening here?
What?
It's a goal?
It's a goal?
You got a kick off. There we go.
What happened there?
It's a goal. It's a goal.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
And now we got the change. Let's go. Let's go. This is it.
This is going to be the one.
This is crazy. This is about to get crazy. Oh, the boys are about
2 goals,
to go nuts.
3 minutes. Can it be done? Oh, it can't.
Wait, who scored?
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
This is the literal definition of we're so back, it's so over. We're so back.
Yeah.
Who's playing 3-4-3 defense?
Struggle. I mean, he's only got to hold the lead, right? So,
tough.
It's tough.
Okay, 3 goals in like 3 minutes is a bit ambitious.
Let's say time to start now, but
yeah,
3 goals in your debut. I mean, Aita got a hat trick as well, so he's a lad to look out for.
He's one to keep for sure.
For sure.
Just get one last change.
Gotta get it in.
This might be a record for most managerial changes in the game. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely colour.
You'd love to see it. The final whistle have gone, and he's still looking at his clipboard.
Yeah, the substitution change, the 4th official. He's like, mate, the game's over.
Oh yeah, no, I had one. I was gonna counter his 3-4-3.
Unlucky. Well, you tried very hard. You did well, and
listen, we drew first blood.
Yes, that is true.
Very quickly lost it, but that's all that counts.
Can I message?
You promised us goals, and it delivered. So I think the fans are happy, at least. Maybe not our fans.
So with messaging other players, if you click on Earride, I don't know necessarily it'll be there, but certain clubs will have. If you type in King on the top left,
well, Whitney Town probably has one, maybe
potentially.
in
So
that
you
league.
can put your Twitter in to your club account, so people can message you.
Yeah, maybe go to King's Cash or
if you put KING and then go clubs, and then hit King's Cash. So like that's, you can put your social handles onto your account, and so if you've got your social handles there, then people can message you after the game, or you see a player that you like of theirs that's in their academy, let's say, you can shoot them a message on Twitter and start negotiations off. So we're trying to input more of those kind of social things into the game, and help people kind of get involved in that chat, because it's part of the fun really is. And some of the content that comes out on Twitter is fantastic. Like, people put up full lineups, they put out final scores, they call out other teams before the game. Sometimes causing a few rivalries, but it's all in good fun.
Yeah, if you go to if you search for Foron, so FORON, just to show you some of like the content that the users create, FORON. And then go clubs. There should be a club called Foron Asham Stanley. FORON space. There we go. That's the one. And then go on their Twitter. They're second. They're doing well. Yeah, if you click on that Twitter and maybe have a look at that, they should have a link on their profile to their website, which is this kind of club website that they've made, and it's got all this cool, like, they do match reports, live stream some of their games. They've got like a whole charity foundation. They sell NFT tickets to the games. So it's super, super deep that people get into it, and it's really, really cool.
These people are really into your game.
Yeah. Can you bring his window up on? Because at the moment we can only just see his the league part. Cool to see his the Twitter. Yeah, Eli, you sound surprised, but people love Footium. They love football, and it's been amazing, right? It's been amazing to see the stuff that people create, the content that comes out. He's got a fantastic custom badge. He worked with our badge designer who professionally works with teams to produce badges. Has actually done some international team badges as well, and he comes in and helps our club owners build badges. So there's some really cool stuff to see.
I mean, his team is shit, though.
Well, you can't pull it out on players. 37-39 is pretty good for kind of Division 7, Division 6 and up. So again, it kind of goes back to ratings. We don't have many like 99 players or 80 rated players.
So can someone essentially pull off like what you do in FIFA, where you start in the bottom division and you train all the players up, they get their ratings up, you climb divisions?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's possible. You know, you're going to have to also put some astute transfers in there and think about which academy players you want to sign and stuff. But absolutely, like, that's what this is designed for, right? This is what the game's all about: is that legacy, building your own history, climbing the ranks, and getting up to kind of top leagues.
This is very cool.
So at the end of each season, there are relegation and promotion spots. So you know, you go up a league, and then once you're in that league above, you have a better chance of scouting academy prospects with higher skills. But you're also then playing against more challenging opponents too.
So how do you guys generate all these names and nationalities and this and that? What's the recipe?
So for we have, I think, 16 nationalities in the game at the moment. So we definitely like to add more in future. But the names are basically just like popular first names and surnames from those countries. Obviously the images are made up of different components. And yeah, the goal really is to make sure that we have this kind of entire world of digital football that is constantly evolving and changing, and players coming into the game, retiring. You might have a club legend that plays for you their entire career, scores 500 goals, and then retires. And it's all about having those stories around the club and as well around the players. And I know I've got like a couple of young players that I've got that I'm intending to keep for their entire career and train them up and get them to a really high level, and there's other players that I don't mind selling and moving on. And it's quite fun having that affiliation to your squad. You've got your right back's got a suspension because he's got a third yellow card in that last game, so you'll have to rotate him out and make different changes based on the conditions. So especially across the season, trying to manage your squad and manage the condition and get players in training, which also costs condition, is definitely a challenge to make sure that you have a solid lineup for each match, but also are improving your squad. So you have to kind of balance whether you push for promotion this season and focus just on saving the players' condition for games, or you want to train up the squad, so you focus on training them up and don't mind if you don't get into the top half and just avoid relegation so that you can push next season with your stronger squad. So there's definitely a lot of strategy that goes into optimizing for the result you want. So as you said, like if you buy a Division 8 club, you might want to spend one season just training up all the players as much as you can, so that next season you go for promotion, win some prize money, reinvest that back into some more players or academy mints, maybe spend another season in that division training them up, and then push again the next season. So there's a lot of different ways you can play the game, which I think is the best bit for me, because it's like real world football. You can invest heavily in that first season, try and go for it, and if you fail, it's not good, or you can build your way up slowly and try and make sure that you do it sort of sustainably and are able to stay in that league once you get up. There's lots of different ways to play it. Awesome. So now you can set the lineup for the next game, which will happen in about 23 hours, same time tomorrow, and then see if you can get a win this time. Perfect. So in terms of, I guess, to give a little shout out at the end, obviously if you've enjoyed the stream or enjoyed watching Eli give his first taste at management, be sure to join the Footium Discord, follow us on Twitter. We'll have some fun announcements coming up over the next few days, particularly around season 1 and how that's been going and what our plans are for the future, how you can get involved in buying a club. So keep an eye out. We're always
sorry, I was so dialed in.
Yes, I was watching you.
I think this is a nice clean setup.
I think it's good. I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Like that 4-2-3-1.
It's good. And that's the thing, right? You find a setup that works for you, and then you can kind of start to bring in, reserve players, substitutes that fit that formation. And like you said, you get dialed in. So I have to restrict myself because I'm at work trying to sort out marketing bits for George, and all of a sudden I'm on the transfer market scouting players. Sorry, George, we cut through you.
No, I was just saying, follow us on Discord. Join the Discord, discord.gg/Footium. Follow us on Twitter, which is @Footium, and you can catch all the news there. Get on board, get your own club, and start rising up the Footium divisions. Yeah,
and jump in and ask questions, right? So as we said, jump onto the Footium Twitter. You can find our Discord through our hub.xyz link. Jump in and ask questions. I think we've had a couple of people jumping in already during the stream, and we've had users going back and answering questions and helping them find links for guides and things like that. So we're always around, always happy to help, and the team, there's always someone from the team around to answer any questions you've got. So please do jump in.
Here, I got you. One sec. Let me hit you with a banner.
Oh, classy.
Classy.
Nice. Good stuff. How do you feel it went then, Eli? I'm going to ask you a quick managerial question. Hope you've got your PR stuff ready.
I just need my rock music playing.
Nice. Okay, sweet. How do you feel the scoreline accurately? Do you think it accurately reflect the balance of play today?
So I'll be honest with you, Roland. I expected a little more from my guys, but seeing them come out with a goal in the first few minutes got me. I think they set my expectations a little higher than they should have been. You got to give credit where credit's due. That guy's been grinding away. He's had some really bad losses, and his last win was really good, and we put up a better fight than his last opponent. So, given it was our first run here, I don't think it was too bad of a showing. I think ultra attacking is it's a high stakes game.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time there, Eli. That was.
Any other questions from the press? Any George from Footium? Perhaps you have a question.
There's been some rumblings on Twitter that the fans are calling for the manager's head. What would you say to the fans to get them back on board in this season?
I would say I'm a Grand Park native. I grew up in Grand Park, and you got to believe that my best interest is this community and this team.
This is incredible.
And I just want to build a culture here. Like I just want to see these players feel proud of where they're from, and I want their kids to feel proud of their parents playing these games.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Okay, I think you've got the fans back for one more game.
Yeah,
But
one more,
if it's a
one
loss,
more.
I think you might be gone.
All right, so this formation that we got set up here, we're gonna bring that to a live stream in November.
Nice. Love to hear it. You're in. Eli's bought in. Amazing. Thank you
right.
so much for having us, Eli. It's been.
No, this was fun. Thanks
been great.
thanks for your patience in setting it up, and excited. When does this season end?
So season 1 will end in about 1.5 weeks, I think. If you go on your fixtures tab, you can scroll down to the.
So
the
what
last
happens
game,
if because our live stream probably won't be that soon. So will I potentially be relegated?
Yeah, so if you keep managing like that, then probably. But yeah, if we do another live stream, we can definitely get you a club again and try again. Maybe Grand Park, maybe something else. But
we can always jump into staging as well. Like we can show
Absolutely.
some new
Are you
features
telling me
and
I just got Grand Park? I wanna grind it out with them, even if I get relegated.
we'll see what the fans think after the next
All right.
game.
All right, you let me know.
Amazing. Thanks, Eli. I really appreciate you having us on. And once again, guys, jump onto discord.gg/Footium. Come and chat to us. We've got some big announcements coming out in the near future as well. So if you're thinking about jumping in, now is absolutely the time. The transfer window just reopened. Players are flying left, right, and centre. And as I said, we've got some big announcements coming out. So please do jump in and get involved.
And I'll tell you, that was actually like a lot of fun. I don't usually play simulation sport games, but you saw me. I was screaming. I wasn't faking that. I'm tired and I'm sick, and I was still screaming. That was real. That was real reactions, guys. It's I do like the way this. Like, I'm not sure what you guys think about the simulation field, like how you want to improve it to like make it a little more like, I don't know, thrilling. But it's as it is, it still does the job. But I'm sure there's always ways you guys are thinking of getting creative with that field and the way like the players show up. And I'm curious to hear what you guys are coming up with for that.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's so many ways we can keep improving Footium across like deeper tactics, improving the UI, adding more features across the board. So that's our focus now that season 1's live and running, is to keep adding improvements every season, keep the game evolving, and keep everyone building their Footium clubs out and trying to get promoted and avoiding relegation.
What's the focus for the team when a season goes live? Like, what's the number one focus?
I think, well, firstly, keeping the game up, because it's obviously a live service game is always stressful. So yeah, a lot of the time we're kind of working a month or a season ahead in advance. So as season 1 was launching, we were already kind of deep underway on season 2 and starting to get towards the end of that development cycle. So it's quite a stressful time when there's like the game launching, people raising bugs and deciding which ones to fix and which ones to kind of leave for the next season. So I think our main focuses over the next few seasons are around things like improving the user onboarding, so making it easier for particularly non-Web3 natives to get involved, because currently you do need like a wallet and add a ETH to your Arbitrum wallet and then go to OpenSea and buy and all that, as well as adding a bit more kind of depth to the game with different features as well. So a whole bunch of things. Like, our backlog is massive. There's so many features from internal ideas as well as community ideas that we can add, and it's just a matter of prioritizing them, building them, keeping the seasons running, and keeping the world of Footium rolling.
So I'm gonna say it here live. Any of you Footium nerds with your Footium football clubs, follow me on Twitter. I will follow you back. I will follow your club back. I will do a follow Footium for follow.
You're going to end up with a feed full of amazing content now, Eli.
I just want my live feed to just be a bunch of degenerate Footium Divisions 8, League 7, Division 3, League 2. Like, I want the whole spread. I want to see some alpha on my feed. I want to know. I want to stay in the loop.
Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Look at this formation. This just looks so nice. I just want to play with this right now. Why do I gotta wait?
I think friendlies is one of the most requested features that people would like, just to be able to like, spin up a game right now and it's like 1v1 me Rust, but in Footium would be ideal.
So when does this live thing end so I can train my guys? I was trying to train them.
If you just refresh your browser, it should work. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to disappear there. And yeah, okay. Now you're able to go to training, put people in training, and yeah, get the players improving.
Okay, so I just need a quick training tutorial, I think.
Yeah, so if you can either train from the formations tab, tactics tab you're on, or you can head straight to training. You can, the best people I find personally to train are the players from your academy, because they, they're going to be with you for the longest amount of time. The first points of potential that you use up. So each player has a certain amount of potential. If you jump and click on a player in your, if you go to training, so go down to the bottom left there, there you go, the one that says red. Click on plus. That's the one. So you've got a selection of different players here. Some of them have got 6 potential to use. Others have got slightly less. You get more potential for every, I think it's, 6 games you play, you get an extra potential point. And then you can spend that within training. So the more potential you use up, the longer it takes to train another point. So the younger players tend to train up quicker, and the older players tend to take longer to train and get that extra bit of skill. It uses up a bit of stamina, right? So you've also kind of got to balance up. You've got to balance up getting these players trained and making them better, but also having them in good condition for games. And so we tried to make something where it's not just to kind of throw everybody into training and get their points up as quickly as possible. You're balancing everything out, and the managers who balance their training regime with their game time are the people that are going to succeed the most. So you kind of focus, as you've seen there, you focus on each player's position, build up their skills. You've got one guy there who's on 3 hours and 9 minutes to get that extra point. And that's because he's used up less potential than Paulo, who's got 6 hours and 20. So it all works in real time. And then you can come back at the end of that time slot and complete their training and get that extra point. While they're in training as well, they can't be put into your first team squad, so they won't appear in games, and you'll need to pull them out of your lineup to sit in training.
Can you do custom formations?
Not yet. I think we have about 20 something at the moment. So yeah, for now it's these kind of, but usually you can pretty much. I think there's pretty much all the formations you could ever want there, so hopefully you can find one that
no trick formations.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is sweet. Looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for.
Thanks, Eli.
Eli. Hopefully next time is a win.
Really felt connected to my team in such a short time. It's kind of funny.
Nice.
Good stuff. Massive.
All right, guys. Take care. Thanks for your time.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.